Welcome back, K-drama enthusiasts and storytelling lovers, to another grand breakdown here on our channel. Today, we are stepping into a completely new world of emotions, healing, and scenic beauty as we dissect the highly anticipated official trailer of the upcoming masterpiece, Doctor on the Edge. Now, if you are someone who loves medical dramas, but always looks for that deep, slow-burning romance and realistic human emotions, this drama is going to be your absolute next obsession. This series is inspired by and beautifully adapted from the highly celebrated and beloved webtoon titled Endurance Doctor, which has already captured the hearts of millions of readers online. The story takes us completely away from the chaotic, high-tech, and fast-paced hospitals of Seoul and drops us straight into the breathtaking yet deeply secluded island of Pyeondong. Pyeondong is a place where time seems to slow down, where the skies are vast, but the resources are dangerously limited. At the absolute heart of this narrative is our main protagonist, Ji Eui, who is brought to life by the incredibly talented and charming Lee Jae Wook. Ji Eui is a deeply devoted, highly skilled public health doctor whose life and career take in a completely sharp, unexpected turn when fate forces him to pack his bags and move to this remote shore. Look at this opening visual from the trailer. The moment Ji Eui steps off that boat, you can instantly feel the heavy emotional weight he is carrying on his shoulders. He isn't here because he wanted a peaceful vacation. He is here because life has pushed him to the absolute edge. But the island of Pyeondong isn't empty. Waiting on these quiet shores is the beautiful Ha Ri, portrayed by the stunning and warm-hearted Shin. Ha Ri is a local public health nurse who is known by every single resident on the island for her bright smile, her endless empathy, and her dedication to keeping the islanders healthy. However, as the trailer beautifully hints, beneath that warm, welcoming smile, Ha Ri is guarding a deep, painful secret of her own, a secret that she keeps tucked far away from the prying eyes of the world. Surrounded by the constant rhythmic sound of crashing waves and the daily quiet struggles of the island's elderly residents, these two entirely different medical professionals are thrown together. The trailer perfectly sets up their premise: a broken doctor trying to run away from his past, and a secretive nurse trying to protect her present. Together, they find themselves weaving a beautiful collective tapestry of healing, resilience, and slowly growing affection. They are about to discover that sometimes the long, painful journey to save other people's lives can accidentally lead you to finding the one thing you were missing all along: true, unconditional love. As we dive deeper into the second half of the trailer, the narrative takes a much more serious and psychological turn. We begin to realize that Ji Eui is a man haunted by ghosts. The trailer explicitly tells us that he is running away from memories that still echo loudly in his mind, like distant, violent waves. For years, Ji Eui has actively avoided islands, coastal areas, and small communities. He has spent a massive portion of his adult life keeping these remote places far beyond the horizon of his reality. To him, an isolated island represents helplessness, a place where people die because help cannot arrive in time. So, when the medical board and fate finally carry him straight to Pyeondong, it feels less like a professional medical assignment and more like a violent, inescapable storm that has finally caught up to him. He feels trapped, defensive, and entirely unwilling to open his heart to this community. He builds a massive wall of professionalism around himself, trying to treat the patients like numbers rather than human beings, simply waiting for his time on the island to end so he can return to the city. But Pyeondong is not going to let him stay cold for long. Every time Ji Eui tries to push the island away, the environment and the people pull him right back in. Lee Jae Wook's acting in these specific trailer clips is absolutely phenomenal. You can see the internal conflict in his eyes, the fear of failing again, the anger at his circumstances, but underneath it all, a brilliant medical doctor who genuinely cares about human life. The trailer shows us that his transition from a reluctant, resentful outsider into a true community doctor is going to be filled with massive friction, arguments with local elders, and moments of absolute panic when medical emergencies strike the island during heavy storms when no helicopters can land. This isn't just a romance drama, it is a raw survival story of a medical professional regaining his lost purpose in the most unforgiving terrain. But as we know, a great K-drama always gives us two sides of a coin. While Ji Eui is dealing with his loud, chaotic trauma, Yook Ha Ri is dealing with a silent, heavy burden. The trailer beautifully describes her as a gentle soul who has returned to her childhood island home with a secret tucked deep within her heart. Why did a highly competent nurse leave the major medical centers to come back to this secluded place? What is the secret she is trying so desperately to hide? The webtoon fans already have their wild theories, but the trailer hints that her past is deeply connected to the very fabric of Pyeondong Island. As the daily tides draw their lives closer and closer, forcing them to share a tiny local clinic, work late-night shifts, and walk the same lonely island paths, the emotional ice between them begins to melt. Slowly but surely, fear begins to loosen its tight grip on their hearts. Old, bleeding wounds from their past lives begin to mend in the most unexpected ways. What started for Ji Eui as an entirely unwelcome, forced journey into exile slowly, beautifully blossoms into a tender, therapeutic path toward healing, true belonging, and love. They begin to realize that they are each other's missing puzzle piece. Ji Eui provides the sharp medical authority and protection that Hari needs, while Hari provides the emotional warmth, patience, and understanding that can finally break down the thick walls around Ji Eui's scarred heart. The cinematography in these scenes is absolutely spectacular. The filmmakers are using the vastness of the ocean to mirror the vastness of the characters' internal emotions, making every single gaze and touch feel incredibly monumental. As we wrap up our exhaustive breakdown of this official trailer, let's talk about why Doctor on the Edge is already tracking to be one of the biggest hit dramas of the year. The chemistry between Lee Jae Wook and Shin is completely off the charts, even in these short 2-minute clips. Lee Jae Wook has this incredible ability to play characters that look incredibly cold on the outside, but are deeply soft, emotional, and protective on the inside. On the other hand, Shin brings that perfect blend of innocent charm and strong, hidden resilience that makes Yook Ha Ri an instantly relatable and lovable character. The production value of this drama looks absolutely premium. Filming on an actual remote coastal location gives the entire series a very raw, authentic, and VIP-style cinematic aesthetic that sets it far apart from standard studio-built medical shows. The pacing of the story promises to give us the perfect balance of heart-pounding medical emergencies, high-stakes island isolation survival, and a beautiful, realistic, slow-burn romance that will make your heart flutter every single week. This official trailer has given us everything we could have ever asked for: a brilliant adaptation of Endurance Doctor, an incredible cast, a breathtaking location, and a storyline that promises to heal our souls. What are your personal thoughts on this trailer? Do you think Ji Eui will find peace on Pyeondong Island? And what do you think is Yook Ha Ri's dark hidden secret? Drop all of your incredible theories, predictions, and thoughts in the comments section below. I read every single one of them. If you thoroughly enjoyed this massive, detailed trailer analysis and want more deep dive K-drama content just like this, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel Drama vs. English, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a single episode update, spoiler, or review. Thank you so much for your incredible time and support. Stay safe out there, and I will see you all in our very next video.